In this video, we're gonna talk about 38 retirement planning threats in 3 minutes. But before we do, if this is your first time at our channel or you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button at the bottom. My name is Travis Sickle, certified financial planner with Sickle Hunter Financial Advisors. So there's always reasons, there's always things that are going to affect the market. So here are 38 threats that we've seen since 2006 to 2019 of things that affected the market. But when you take a step back and you look at it from 2006 to 2019, clearly the market goes up. So even if you go back to 2008 happened over an extended period of time. So that's when you can actually see the market going down. But look where we are now relative to 2008. Now, if you listen to the media, you probably wouldn't even think that. But in the beginning, you can see there in 2006, you can see that President Trump ordered troops to surge into Iraq. And then we fast forward, Lehman Brothers files for bankruptcy protection. They obviously go out of business. And then you can fast forward it further. We even have a flash crash, just like in 1987. You can see the flash crash in there. Then we have hurricanes, we have natural disasters, political events, oil prices collapse. And then you fast forward even further. We have another hurricane, Hurricane Irma and Harvey. And then you fast forward even further. The Fed indicates it won't hike rates in 2019. Now, when we look at this chart, when we look at it like 2008 or 1987, you could see the market going down. It looks terrible. But then we take a step back and we look over extended periods of time, and you can see those are really, they end up being blips in the overall projection of a retirement plan. Now, let's take a step back for a second. I'm not saying that whatever portfolio you're invested in is the one you should stick with through thick and thin. That's not what I'm saying at all. Go back and evaluate it as much as you want, but make sure that it matches up with your goals and what you're trying to achieve, not just based on some information that you heard on the news or some information that's going to affect it in the short term. You have to make decisions based on the long-term projections, because that's what retirement planning is all about. Now, if you have a cash reserve, you have the other areas of your financial life taken care of, then it's not going to cause as much of an issue when the market goes down. So that's what you need to be prepared for. It's the same reason why you have an emergency fund. When you have a leaky roof, that's why you have an emergency fund. It's not a fun position to be in, even with the leaky roof and an emergency fund, but that's why we do it. It's to make sure that when something does go wrong, we have a game plan in place to take care of it. So the point is this: you can't operate on fear and greed. Go back to the basics. Don't let your emotions drive your retirement plan so you can succeed. Because remember, retirement is day one of the next 30 or 40 years of your life. And if you're just starting out planning for retirement, you still have 20, 30, or 40 years until retirement. So you have to put that in perspective before you make rational or irrational decisions for your retirement plan. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and leave your comments down at the bottom.